Back in the year 14, Canon invented the first crayon. It was a red crayon, and the cave people looked on and admired as Canon held it up, saying, look what you can paint your walls with now. Here you go. Doesn't that look like red? It's a real red. Off in the corner was Sony Cave Boy, and he was jealous of Canon's color, so he made his own crayons, and he brought it to the group, and he was like, look at this. And everyone's like, what the hell color is that? And he's like, it's like a snaky puke yellow. It's a yellowish green. Look, doesn't it look like our leaves? And they were like, no, it doesn't. What is that? So little Panasonic came over and said, hey, Sony, relax. I like your yellowish puke thing. That's nice. Can I borrow it? I would love that thing. And look at my red. Isn't it kind of too red too? We suck at this. Listen, assholes, color science will be the death of me. Who has the best? We will find out today.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we are filming on the Sony A7S III, Zeiss Batis 25mm Tony 2, glimmer glass engaged. Also the Canon EOS R 24mm 1.4. A little extra tones on that little glimmer glass on there as well. That one's a black pro mist. I lied to you already. Uh-oh. Panasonic S5 Mark II 24mm 1.8. We're somewhat equivalents in the focal length and tonatures, but the color, very different, isn't it? Just looking at this, we need to discover what the hell is happening. As I prepare myself emotionally to travel the world doing hair tutorials, Sony color science creeps into my heart and saddens me. So I realized that something has to be done. I was about to buy those phantom LUTs. Everybody keeps saying, oh, they're the best. I was watching them, I was like, unimpressed. I saw all his little film simulations. I was like, those are gross. Jamaica. Ugly. So here we are with just a regular Sony LUT. Stupid. This is Sony color science. This is what they had intended for you. And we're in S Gamut 3 instead of .cine. Because I find it's better. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. In fact, let me show you in real time something Sony allows me to do. Uh-oh, I just changed the autofocus zone. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, here we are. Okay, pay attention. We're in S Gamut 3. Boom. S Gamut 3 Cine. Not so nice, is it? It is not. Returning. There we have that. Now, when I reviewed this Panasonic S5 II, I noticed that the reds were so saturated, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't understand it. I had like this chili red shirt, which I'm not wearing now. That's bullshit. I was gonna do a whole shirt on the scene. The cinema was ours. Okay, in all my testing, this shirt, a chili red, next to what the actual shirt is on the website, Canon shows it to be pretty accurate. Sony also seems to be pretty accurate. Not bad. Chili red's over here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. And Panasonic. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? That's also the same color as my acne. Thanks for enhancing it. I don't mind that. But in Gerald Undun's review, he was saying that it's the LUT that's the problem. Panasonic has this old LUT, Vlog to 709. That's what I've been using. I didn't realize that you could not use it and just go in DaVinci, do the color space transform. So that's what I want to see. Here we have this bullshit LUT. What if we do this? Color space transform. Did the red go to normal? According to the website. T-shirts are available down below. You don't want them. So doing the color space transform, are we now in a Canon-like ballpark? And I will say, Canon skin tones are a bit yellow, but I don't mind it for some reason. It's pleasing, it's jaundice, my liver does hurt, and it's fine. But if this new way of color grading fixes Pennyboy's biggest fault, which was aggressive reds, then I would be happier. When I compared the Panasonic S5 II to the Sony A7S III in the initial review, I actually preferred Sony color science. It disgusts myself to even have that touch my tongue, but that's what happened. And then I'm getting a bunch of comments, "Ooh, Sony skin tones are green." Oh. As if. Okay, they were. But what if we could change all that? So right now, we're in Sony's official LUT. We've been doing that for some reason the whole video, even though I hate it. What I usually do is Canon color science on a Sony camera in that CineMatch program. Available down below. I prefer it, kinda. It looks kinda decent. It's almost Canon-like. Not really. It's not, obviously, even though I changed it to Canon. You're lying to yourself and me. That's fine, but somebody reached out with a different LUT. Now, hold on a second. Let's revert back to the Sony original LUT. This new one, Gamut something. Here it is. Ow! Did you see a difference for the better? Did something good happen? Did my skin clear into teenage girl-like fashion? Did my red shirt become Canon-like? Did that blue light glow in your heart? No one cares about this. You can just grade, learn to grade, and none of this matters. You change one little slide. It's like, oh, red down a little bit, done. But when I do that, green creeps up and I don't see it. How do you notice these things? Oh no, the greens are a little off. Let me just magenta it. How much? What's the metric? How do you measure it? Gerald has his fancy chart. How did you get that thing? What does that even do? Even if I had the chart, I'd be like, I don't know. Do I line up the things in the box for each color? Does that make me look better? I doubt it. What could? What could? So I just stick with the Canon EOS R of 1996, and we'd be done with it. But if I ever want to upgrade one day, so I can get class trailing performance in slow motion autofocus, and I want to go to a Panasonic, how could you do that to me? It reverts to contrast detect, apparently, in 120 frames. What the hell happened in that meeting?
It's okay to come out now, buddy. You're safe. Come out. Yeah, there you go. It's okay. That hammer's not gonna get you. You just gotta be in slow motion, and then you're not in focus, and you're safe. No problem. Here, have some food. Here, I got you a little. Here, a little bit of hay. Here. That. Oh yeah. There you go. Oh, you like that. You like that, don't you, buddy? Oh, you're doing. Oh, what was that? You just poo out a log? Oh man, I gotta clean that up. This is bullshit. Ah, oh, damn these ponies. Oh, there we go. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry, just stay in 120 frames per second. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Uh-oh, don't go to 24p. Oh no. Oh, damn it. Oh, you're in focus. You gotta stay in slow motion. Come on, we talked about this.
How cool is Panasonic as a company, though? That's how this showed up to my house. Their S5 II was inside this trailer with like a little tripod screw boarded to a piece of wood and a little note saying like, here's our pony of hope, take care of him. Here's all the tools you need to feed them. And they gave me all these like little farm tools and, oh, can Canon focus on them? Panasonic would have done it. They're a fun company though. In our meeting, like we're joking around, it was interactive. Every other meeting I've ever been a part of, it's always been the guy dictating the presentation and then you wait and you can answer questions at the end, buddy. It was just fun. They checked up with me after my review. They were like, hey, good job. We liked the review. We're laughing in the car. And like, yeah, we'll tell the technicians about, you gave us some ideas. Thank you. And whenever I review something for Sony, like it's gone. They don't check up. They don't care about me. When I reviewed something for Fuji, I never heard from them again. They wouldn't even lend me nothing, ever. I just said their stave wasn't the best. It wasn't. It was true. Take the truth up your ass. Back to our regular schedule program. That's the one thing if you're thinking of getting into Panasonic versus Sony. It's like Sony has amazing autofocus even in its HD 240 frames. You go to Panasonic, even though it's like a third of the cost, I demand twice the specs of the A7S III. So will the S1H, everybody's thinking, I'm thinking it too, it's gonna come out and just destroy Sony. It's gonna have 6K 60p, 4K 240p, HD 480. And I feel like it's not gonna autofocus in any of those modes. It's gonna be like, oh, manual focus only on that one. Sorry about that. Put another processor, right? Somewhere in the grip. Put it dual core. There should be quad cores. So to recap, disgusting Sony color science. Did it get better with that gamut LUT? Should I buy the Phantom one? Will he have a discount again? Because I almost clicked to cart without even adding his discount code of December or something. I almost bought it. I was like, oh, wow. Good thing I backed out of that deal. Did Sony improve somewhat with that LUT? Canon color science cannot be matched. They invented the crayon. The cave people were in awe. They still are. Thank you for existing. I just sold my per gear lens finally. $40 in my pocket. Take that. Oh boy. And I missed out on a deal, by the way. I was gonna buy the 35mm f1.4 Mark I for 350 Canadian dollars. I was like, yes. I'll take it. And he was like, oh, I'm way up in Vaughan visiting my mom. I'll be back on Tuesday or something. I was like, okay, I'll buy it for sure. I'm a definite sale. Didn't hear from him. And then I'm like, are you back yet? Knowing full well he's sold the damn thing in an hour. He's like, sorry, it's not available. I wanted to wring his neck. I should have. Penny boy, how you doing? Did it fix itself with the Resolve LUT? Or did I ruin it further? That's a potential. That's some potential there. I don't mind that. But well done, Penny boy. We're autofocusing now. Why didn't you compare it to the R5? That was an embarrassing end to this video. A whole integrity loss. Thank you for buying all 3 of these cameras through my affiliate links. We learned something. Bye. Subscribe, my Panasonic.